All right, hello, CheersKevin here, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Interactions. And today, well, we're transitioning into a different sort of game right now. We're going to go back into the overworld, but importantly, we've pretty much gotten everything done in the safe space. There's still some more stuff that it wants us to do, like craft up some of these garden things so that we can get a sprinkler, which I think is going to hugely improve our crops, which will be great. We get a teleporter. We get ourselves a teleporter. We'll go ahead and throw some of this. Need some chest space. I have some wood chopping up, so pardon our noise. We get some teleporters, but I don't want to necessarily set those down. Set those up rather, until we have a plan in place. I made a couple torches since last episode. We popped into the overworld and then went screaming, crying, running back. Not that anything bad happened. We just didn't want to spend too much time there before we were really prepared, and it was already becoming nightfall. But yeah, now things sort of change because we've been running in mostly a linear. We've got to run into the overworld. We've got to do it on the nowish side because it's daytime, and we don't want to waste the daylight because there's not a lot of it, and it's we cannot survive in the overworld during nighttime. Also, it occurs to me, we blocked this off and didn't light it up, so we may just die anyway. No, okay, we're okay. We are okay. Let's light this up. There we go. And all right, now that's right. We discovered that we can't walk through this portal. It does not allow us to do that. Hopefully, nothing crazy has spawned in the meantime. Looks like not. Okay, that's good. So we don't have any. Because I don't know if the stuff remains chunk loaded while we're away. But we're going to do some overworld exploring. Apparently, creepers will turn invisible when they're within 3 blocks of you. Like, that's the kind of level of craziness we're dealing with. So we're trying to, and I know cobblestone is not going to be enough to protect ourselves from proper creeper blasts. So we'll eventually want to expand out this sort of locked cage of a place. But for now, this is just going to have to sort of do. We should have made a door, actually, come to think of it, but oh well. So as we are going to want to build ourselves up some EMC stores, because we're gonna have to kind of split our efforts between base building and other stuff. Some hazelnut, lovely. Let's grab. We don't get. Can I right click it? No. This no. Oh, I need an axe. Okay. Do I have? I don't have an axe on me. That's okay. And yes, as was mentioned in some of the comments, the ores that spawn are based on the flowers. Oh, actually, that's one of the flowers I was hoping to find. The ores that spawn underneath are based on the flowers. Basically, the flowers happen to grow above particular ore veins, and Gloriosa Daisy is one that spawns above magnetite iron and gold ore, and that's just perfect, because those are some ores that we very much would like to have. Or I very much would like to have, at least. Some zombie flesh. Okay, so yeah, things definitely have spawned in here already. And there's a bee's nest. Let's not tempt fate and punch it. But yeah, okay, so if we go over, and I think if we press, so we did get an achievement, actually, for picking up that flower as well. Some berries. Lovely. Actually, let's grab, I can manually grab that, right? Yes, wildberry bush. Those are nice and helpful for just getting ourselves lots of food. And lots of berries nice and quick. But yes, this magnolia. There it is, okay. And yeah, actually we should, let's see. Let's grab this. We'll get an achievement for it. You know what? I'm tempted to just sort of dig down and see if we find some veins, but better as, would be to follow. We should, let's find high ground real quick and just sort of get a lay of the land as much as we can while we have the daylight. Because we want to do some exploring and see if there's anything particularly of interest for us to find here. Some of the mining and stuff is not going to be crazy interesting. So, most of that'll probably happen between episodes, off camera, that sort of thing. What do we see over here? Okay, so more of the same plant, which is lovely. And I'm trying to see. So this is the sort of the high ground. Do we see any villages or anything particularly noteworthy here? Not really, although we've got, okay, so that's cool. We've got mountains over there. There are apparently also some astral sorcery structures we should be on the lookout for. Would those be up there maybe? Actually, we should do is turn up our render distance and maybe break our recording setup. Who knows? Let's throw this thing way up there and watch our frames drop like crazy. Okay, nothing too interesting over there. All right, fair enough. That was not particularly elucidating. I'm wondering, should we run over to the top of that mountain? Maybe we should. Sanity and reasonableness says no, but hey, we're only halfway through the day. We should be fine, right? This is a terrible idea. Don't emulate me. Also, I wonder if there are like piranhas or crazy things in the water. We're carrying altogether way too many resources to be this cavalier about things, but hey, this is why we're the best. Okay, so... And of course, we didn't even bring, we didn't make a basic shovel or anything like that. We've got a pickaxe. I think we have the tools somewhere. I suppose might as well grab a mushroom, right? Oh, we've got a full inventory, right? Because I grabbed some it's cobblestone, fair. Okay. But yeah, I want to see about also getting ourselves a lame sort of passive EMC generating system, just because if we want to start doing some base building and want to make it really properly large, I don't want to spend forever sitting around chopping trees down. Now, the theme of this mod pack is that resources are not, renewable. So that's, that kind of plays out in things. But cobblestone is kind of an exception. Basically, anything that has, okay. This is, what? No. No damage, please. What do we, okay. This is mana, apparently. We got an achievement for that. I think, yeah, so that's not actually, that's not water. I was like, we'll just swim up there. That's not water. Okay, so that's a mana pool, and we're going to need that for something, but I couldn't tell you what right now. Let's still continue trying to climb up to the top of this thing, just to get sort of the lay of the land and see if there's anything necessarily worth visiting. And then we're going to have to kind of figure out what our next sort of plan of attack is. And I think at this point, probably, I shouldn't necessarily say this right, but possibly the rate of videos is going to slow down a little bit now, because there'll be more sort of off-camera work that needs to happen between episodes. There we go. There's a village right over there. Oh, well, that's brilliant. Do we have... we've got the time to check it out, right? Probably not. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Why not? You only live this one time. Let's race over there and just see if we can find ourselves any cool stuff. And, get ourselves a leg up on our competitors. Not that we have any competition, but... Oh, and some marble. Lovely. And it did say something about the marble being crumbly. Let's see, there was... blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so ore generation is divided into segments of the 3x3 chunks big, and then plastics and blah, blah. Yeah, here we go. Your shiniest marble can be found in an ancient temple. They're old, and the marble may crumble with a lighter touch. There may be ways of restoring them. So possibly we won't be able to harvest any of this. Oh, no, that works. Okay. We can't... but there we go. We got some marble, so a little bit of astral ruins over there. And, I'm getting... So we're gonna have to really race, because we cannot be out here at night. We will just die a miserable death. In fact, we probably have already consigned ourselves to that. We can dig ourselves a little hidey hole, right? Probably, even then, anything that manages to stick around past nightfall is a risk. And of course, we don't regain any health as well. That's something about this. So let's see. Do we have anything? Let's, okay. The villagers dropped little emerald shards. That's lovely. Okay, do we have, a blacksmith or anything worth, snooping around at? Oh, there's a blacksmith. Let's see if this was worth it. I'm not able to sprint. Oh, look at that. Ha ha ha. Oh, the mother lode. Okay. Gold and iron. Amazing. Okay, this is, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go on a limb and say this was worth it. As long as we manage to make it back safely. But that is an open question. We are running out of time. Where's my little... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Just get us in here safely. Okay. Unless there's an invisible creeper right next to us, I think we're okay. Whew. Okay, we made it back. All right, and monsters cannot spawn in the void dimension unless summoned. Take that. Okay. Oh, and we have been captured by a rogue tree. Ladies and gentlemen, we have iron. We're not supposed to have iron, but we have iron. Supposed to is a relative term, right? All right, so just looking through, what can we actually do with iron? Actually, we should spend probably a little bit of this episode even just kind of looking at the quest book and seeing seeing what's on the docket for us, and trying to see sort of what is next. So if we take a look, here's the information about the. Yeah, let me clear out some inventory real quick. So if we do end up, yeah, there we go. Put that away. Put the iron away. We can take off our leather pants and put on some iron pants. Look at us, Iron Pants McGee. That's us. Okay. So what's mine is mine. In GregTech Community Edition's generation, the world's divided into sections that are 3x3 chunks big. The origin is set to generate one large vein in every section, roughly. And they can be as big as 2x2 chunks and hold hundreds of ores. So in theory, we can get a whole bunch of ore once we actually find the vein. We just have to find the vein, and the plants give us an indicator of what exactly is going to be underneath what we're looking for. So in theory, it should be very easy for us to actually find these things, which is great. So, plants from the literal plants mod flourish above large mineral veins. Certain breeds have adapted to grow above certain mineral deposits. Right. Okay. Check that off. This does have the Biome Map, which popularized by Sevtech. Oh, we don't have a compass. Okay. Well, that's fine. But it does say, hey, by the way, so go north to find colder biomes, go south to find warmer biomes, go east and west to change dryness. So you're going from jungle to sand, desert. Yeah. So going back and forth that way. There's information about this, the mobs as well. Zombies can spawn with random enchanted armor. They have a chance to be riding a zombie pony. They can do jump attacks, and they have 30 hit points. Okay, so that's not as terrible as some of these other ones. Skeletons can drop equipment. They can be spawn as bosses. They shoot faster, and they spawn with random enchanted armor. And to balance out these factors, wither skeletons are even more common. Hooray. Wither skeletons, or endermen, can teleport away players, and they have a small chance to apply blindness. So that's something to look forward to. And yeah, the creepers can turn invisible when they're within 3 blocks of a player, and they can explode if they're burning. Yeah. Spiders don't take fall damage, and they have a chance to spawn with a mob riding it. Slime is buffed, and witches basically now serve as like the healers of a party. They'll randomly buff enemies around them, and they'll throw lingering potions, and they poof in some bats upon death, apparently. Yeah, so there's a fair bit for us to be terrified about. But another thing to note here is that, hey, there is a scanner. And this is one that I've actually encountered because this has EMC. Although it requires a fair bit of EMC. It's something like 8,000 EMC, which means, yeah, a lot of chopping leaves, a lot of submitting leaves, a lot of grinding this stuff up just to get all the leaves, and then just to see it all disappear. Yeah, this is one of the reasons that I want to have some sort of passive EMC as well, is that if we're relying on this whole obsidian transmutation system to get lava, and we're relying on lava for, more than nothing, then there's a lot more tree chopping that I don't have to worry about. I'd love to find a way to sort of just semi-automate that away. But who knows? We'll have to see to what extent we can make this a little bit painless, or a little bit less painful, or perhaps. Yeah, there we go. There is the scanner. We can go ahead and grab that, and we actually get a quest complete for that. There we go. Now the scanner. Oh, we got some ender pearl dust. What can we do with that? This can be crafted or obtained via your transmutation table. A default range of 32 blocks, and with the precious ores upgrade, can detect all GT ores. Okay? So, we can give these... we need to add modules to this scanner. Otherwise, it's not going to detect anything by default. And once it has that stuff, now I thought this required power, although that could be something that's maybe configurable on a modpack by modpack basis. So we would need to give it, say, okay, so we can give it an upgrade, a range upgrade. We can also give it the rare ore module. Let's see what that would cost. That's a blank scanner module and local valence dust. That's something we can do. Let's see. Well, it's something we can do once we farmed up a little more EMC, because I think the scanner module is something like 4,000 EMC. But the less space, so this gives us information about the overworld, but it doesn't kind of cover progression necessarily for us. For that, well, then let's go through these tabs kind of in order, just to get a sense. So definitely not safe space. This is the nether dimension, and that we won't be getting to for quite a while. Yeah. And then there's space after that, which, yeah, this is a long way off. And then the end, which is yet further. Dragonheart, Chaos Dragon, there's lots of crazy stuff. Okay, so those 4 tabs are sort of centered around the dimensions that we'll be visiting throughout our journey through this mod pack. But there we go. AO Technology. This is the main technology progression tab. Just because it's separate from magic does not mean the progression is separate. You'll have to make progress through multiple tabs simultaneously. So, lots to read here. Welcome, Ohm. Unlike most forged energy systems, which only really care about voltage, RegTech also introduces amperage. Each machine has a required voltage and amperage. Make sure to double check what the requirements are for these machines. Never let your boilers run dry. So boilers are going to be a thing that we're going to have to get into. Let's see, blah, 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 quote, blah, blah, blah. Look at the recipe for a Tinker's copper hammerhead and an extruder. It requires 120 EU. A low voltage extruder cannot handle that much power at 1 amp, so that recipe is effectively gated behind the medium voltage level extruder. Okay, so basically we go through low voltage and medium voltage and high voltage requirements, and that's how some of the progression is gated here. So looking sort of at the top here, Bronze Age is where we'll basically start. We pipe in water to this boiler, and let's see, all other sides will output steam, and yeah, we will have to use that steam to do something. Steam extractor, yeah, okay, so we can run things based off of steam, and that'll be kind of our initial foray into technology. Now, metallurgy, this is about the ore multiplication, so ore doubling and whatnot. This is going to be important. We're going to want to heavily emphasize spending time here, because if we're going to not have infinite ore generation with, ex nihilo or any of those things, we are going to want to get the absolute most out of the stuff that we do mine. So, let's see, not all ores are pure enough to undergo the highest multiplication process. Yeah, so some things will be able to double, some things we'll be able to do better. This wants us to get iron ore and ruby ore, and then, let's see, moving on to crushing stuff. Let's see, nothing else particularly readable. Then we also have, for all your legal and less legal chemical needs, this tab is meant to guide you through all the various chemical processing systems. So we have a whole progression chain just related to chemical processing. Electrical engineering circuitry system, expanded by Greggic additions. And let's see, so circuit boards and this various stuff. Now, this is interestingly laid out. So this is just, these are more just columns and headers. It says everything in this here can be crafted in the Bronze Age. This is the low voltage age. This is the medium voltage age. High voltage, extended voltage? I don't know, whatever the E happens to stand for. I'm just going to call this 4 age, right? Because that's clearly Roman numerals. The love age, the age of Aquarius, the ZPM age, and then the UV age. The ultraviolet age. And basically, yeah, as we advance in our capabilities, we'll be able to make fancier and fancier circuits. And yeah, so this will be something we have to explore. And then the magic tab, where you will learn to cast harmless cantrips, maybe get a golem to pity you, or accidentally summon a tentacle monster. Now, golems, I believe, I don't have experience with Thaumcraft, but I believe we can get them to do some grunt work for us, so we're going to have to see to what extent that is true, and whether that makes our life easy. So Thaumcraft is actually... see, where does Thaumcraft start? Yeah, that's right here. So we would need to get a mana bucket. And what is this going to require? Yeah, okay, this may actually require a bucket, an iron bucket. I'm not sure. We'll have to see if the clay bucket counts for that. Party equipment. And this is just getting ourselves gear. And then supply chain management, so all of our storage and whatnot, and then all of the creative stuff, which we've actually, well, not creative, but kind of creative and achievements, which we've actually managed to do. Okay, so I guess I managed to talk through the entire night, so that's cool. We have the scanner. I'm going to need to do a little bit of chopping to get us a module to detect the actual ores, though. Okay, so a little bit more covalence dust, and then we can make ourselves, let's see, the rare. Actually, we need to do it in here. The scanner module for rare ores. And let's go ahead and grab that. Cool, we got a quest completion for that. Let's shift-click here and throw that in, and now this will charge and scan. Okay, so obviously we're not detecting any ores, and this will detect in a 32-block radius from where we're standing right now. So let's go and actually maybe try this out. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got our first enemy. Let's kill a zombie, right? Oh, okay. I can't seem to hit this zombie. Why? Why can't I hit you? Do you have magical protection-y stuff going on? Okay, well, you can certainly hit me. But yeah, I'm not able to do damage to you. I suppose we can still get your drop, though, by just sort of kiting you around. Oh, nope, there we go. All right, and we got a... What's in your head? Your head, zombie. Okay. No especially cool loot, but there we go. We got what we got. Now, of course, we probably do want to add a range upgrade to this. Because, yeah, 32 blocks is probably not enough. But I'm not seeing... Yeah, not seeing anything immediately, so presumably nothing really near surface level then. Yeah, so the scanner module range... oh, no, that's going to require an ender pearl. Hey. It does look like, though, that at some point we would be able to, if we could make an autoclave... Oh, that's low voltage. We could combine that with water to get an ender pearl. Well, 70% chance of an ender pearl. But yeah, shy of that, until we have defeated an enderman, yeah, we don't have the ability to do the long range. Okay. I mean, that's good to know. All right, well, you know what? If we can't do that, the least we could do is at least grab a bucket of that, grab a clay bucket of mana, because we had fire clay buckets, we just didn't bring any along with us, and that's something we can certainly correct now. So if we just grab some mana, that'll at least make a little bit more progression, because I feel bad kind of ending an episode without really having done much of anything. Although, you know what? Actually, yeah, relying on transmutation to get lava might not be something we really need to stress out too much over. Of course, why did I go this way again? Should have just... Well, whatever. You know what? I'm pushing my luck here. Let's not. Let me come back during the daytime. Also, it is only just now occurring to me that I never mentioned how we made these torches. You can make these torches with oak bark. You only get one per recipe, but oak bark plus sticks will get you torches. So that is useful to know. I'm thinking at this point that I'm going to go ahead and craft up a bunch of ladders, and we'll probably, before the next episode, do a fair bit of just branch mining underground. That being at least seeming to be sort of the safest course of action and the place where our lack of range on the scanner will provide a little bit of support. Oh, lag. All right, mana. There we go. We have completed the quest Mana Leak. There we go. We get a Black Lotus as a result. So that is that's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and get that quest reward and figure out what the heck we can do with that. Looks like, though, that's not going to give us that's not going to get us Mana Bucket, which is kind of a bummer. Oh well. I guess we would have to get that into an iron bucket. And we did collect the iron, though. So we'll have to figure out yeah, what exactly we're going to do in the next episode. But I've got some ore mining to do before then. If you think that I'm on the wrong path, please don't hesitate to shout out, because yeah, maybe a day or two before the next episode, just so that we have time to gather some resources and don't spend too much time kind of messing around being boring. But yeah, that is going to do it for me. I've got some dangerous mining to do, so please keep me in your thoughts, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.